In this podcast episode, Dr. Robert Lustig, a prominent pediatrician and expert in metabolic health, delves into the critical role of the liver in overall health and longevity. He emphasizes that when the liver functions optimally, every other cell in the body can thrive. Lustig's insights reveal the intricate connections between liver health, metabolism, inflammation, and chronic diseases, including obesity, diabetes, and cancer. Lustig begins by underscoring the liver's central role in metabolism. The liver is responsible for detoxifying harmful substances, regulating blood glucose levels, and converting energy into usable forms for the body, such as glucose and ketones. He explains that insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas, primarily acts on the liver, making it a critical player in metabolic health. When the liver is compromised, it can lead to a cascade of health issues, affecting everything upstream. The discussion highlights the alarming prevalence of fatty liver disease, particularly non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is often driven by excessive fructose consumption. Lustig points out that fructose is a significant contributor to liver fat accumulation, alongside other toxins like alcohol and heavy metals. He stresses the need to protect the liver from these harmful substances to maintain overall health. When it comes to assessing liver health, Lustig acknowledges that while waist circumference can provide a rough estimate, it is not definitive. He emphasizes the importance of laboratory tests, particularly alanine aminotransferase levels, which can indicate liver fat. However, he cautions that the upper limit of normal for alanine aminotransferase has shifted over the years, making it crucial for individuals to understand their specific numbers rather than relying solely on general guidelines. Lustig also discusses advanced imaging techniques, such as ultrasound and elastography, which can provide more detailed insights into liver health. However, he notes that these tests can be costly and may not be accessible to everyone. Therefore, he advocates for regular monitoring of liver health through accessible means, such as waist circumference and alanine aminotransferase levels. A significant portion of the conversation revolves around the impact of diet on liver and gut health. Lustig emphasizes the importance of consuming real, unprocessed foods, which he defines as items that come directly from the ground or animals that eat those foods. He argues that processed foods, which often contain added sugars and unhealthy fats, contribute to liver dysfunction and metabolic disease. Lustig introduces the concept of protecting the liver and feeding the gut. He explains that a diet rich in fiber is essential for gut health, as fiber serves as food for beneficial gut bacteria. When individuals consume a diet low in fiber and high in processed sugars, they not only overwhelm their liver, but also starve their gut microbiome. This imbalance can lead to a range of health issues, including inflammation, insulin resistance, and even mental health disorders. Lustig delves deeper into the dangers of fructose, explaining that it is metabolized differently than glucose. While glucose is essential for energy production, fructose can overwhelm the liver, leading to fat accumulation and increased reactive oxygen species, which contribute to oxidative stress and cellular damage. He highlights that the fiber found in whole fruits mitigates the negative effects of fructose, making fruit a healthier option compared to fruit juices or processed snacks. The discussion also touches on the concept of glycemic index and glycemic load, with Lustig criticizing the former for its inability to account for the fiber content in foods. He argues that understanding how different foods affect blood sugar and insulin levels is crucial for maintaining metabolic health. Lustig emphasizes that the modern food environment, characterized by the prevalence of ultra-processed foods, is a significant driver of chronic diseases. He points out that many people are unaware of the extent to which processed foods have infiltrated their diets, often mistaking them for healthy options. He urges listeners to be vigilant about their food choices and to prioritize real foods over processed alternatives. The conversation also highlights the alarming statistic that 93% of the U.S. population is metabolically unhealthy, with conditions such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease on the rise. Lustig attributes this trend to the consumption of processed foods and the lack of awareness about their detrimental effects on health. Lustig draws connections between diet and various chronic diseases, including cancer, fatty liver disease, and metabolic syndrome. He explains that many of these conditions share common underlying mechanisms, such as inflammation, oxidative stress, and mitochondrial dysfunction. By addressing these root causes through dietary changes, individuals can significantly improve their health outcomes. He also discusses the role of short-chain fatty acids, which are produced by gut bacteria when they ferment fiber. These fatty acids have anti-inflammatory properties and can help regulate the immune response, further underscoring the importance of a fiber-rich diet for overall health. Throughout the podcast, Lustig advocates for a paradigm shift in how medicine approaches chronic diseases. He argues that the current focus on treating symptoms rather than addressing root causes is insufficient and often leads to a cycle of dependency on medications. Instead, he calls for a greater emphasis on prevention through dietary and lifestyle changes. Lustig's insights challenge listeners to rethink their relationship with food and to recognize the profound impact that diet has on health. He encourages individuals to take control of their health by making informed food choices and prioritizing real, unprocessed foods.